Greetings! My name is Dr. Tyrone Holmes, and I want to welcome you to my video on the powerful presentations process. Let's begin by discussing my main objective, which is actually quite simple. In the next few minutes, I want you to understand the 5 steps you need to take to facilitate a powerful, impactful, and inspirational presentation. Your first step in this process is to identify your topic and primary message. Now, as a coach, I have found this can be a difficult step for many people, so I suggest you begin by answering the following question. What do you want audience members to learn and be able to do because of your presentation? For example, one of my signature speaking programs is Unconscious Bias, a Quiet Performance Killer. When I facilitate that session, I want participants to understand 5 types of bias that can negatively impact their work quality and productivity, and 7 steps they can take to reduce the impact of their unconscious bias. For that presentation, that's my message: to learn about the different types of bias and to be able to take steps to reduce that bias. Once you're clear about your message, your next step is to develop your presentation content, and I suggest you emphasize the 3 components of a successful presentation: an opening, a main body, and a closing. Your opening sets the stage by letting people know what you'll be discussing. Your body is where you articulate your message, and it's typically the longest part of the presentation. And your closing is your call to action. It's where you summarize your presentation and invite audience members to take a specific action. Once you've developed your presentation content, it's time to practice and practice and practice and practice some more. Only by practicing will you master your content and feel comfortable delivering that content. I suggest you rehearse your presentation in segments. Start with your opening and practice it again and again. Once you've mastered your opening, then practice your body again and again. And once you've mastered the body of the presentation, practice your closing over and over and over until you are ready to facilitate your presentation. And I'm very happy to say the following: this is the fun part of the process. When you do a great job of defining your message, crafting your presentation, and practicing your content, delivering the presentation becomes the easiest and most enjoyable part. It's also what allows you to facilitate a presentation that is uplifting, educational, and empowering to your audience. Once your presentation is done, the final step in this process is to evaluate your performance. Just ask yourself, how did I do? More specifically, try to identify at least one element you did well and one you'd like to improve upon. Then adjust your next presentation so you can enhance your performance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the powerful presentations process. Thank you for the gift of your presence and participation, and I wish you all the best as you develop and facilitate your presentations.